Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we are looking at more characters, because they've released the Yellow Turban sort of blog posts, which is really cool, the Yellow Turban Rebellion Lord. So we're going to go through them too. I went through all the other characters, and I have been studying my Mandarin a bit more, so hopefully I won't embarrass myself with as many of the pronunciations as I did in all the other videos. Oopsie. So yeah, let's give it a go, shall we? So today we're going to be looking at Gong. I think that's quite good. I've said it 50 times in a row before doing this video. That didn't sound like what I landed on towards the end of it, but close enough. I'm getting quicker at it at least. So, Gong. So, disclaimer. As always, all details included below are subject to change, development continues, and should not be considered final. We've already introduced you to 12 main warlords. Yeah, I helped with that. Hey guys, who watched those? Anyway, but now it's time to meet the warlords exclusive to Total War 3 Kingdoms Yellow Turban Rebellion DLC. Total War 3 Kingdoms allows players to step into the shoes of one of a number of legendary warlords in this age of glorious conquest. Although the ultimate goal for each leader is the same: unite China under your banner and forge the next great dynasty. The preferred means and methods can differ greatly. Every warlord has their own unique personality, motivations, and experience, while all shape the way they play and the kind of conquest they favour. Our next warlord is Gong, Master of the Land. So, here's the Master of the Land. He's an opportunistic and pragmatic person. His reasons for taking part in the Yellow Turban Rebellion are somewhat more down to earth. His guerrilla camps increase the amount of supplies and battle loot he receives. His ability to use the Liberate stance while in enemy territories allows him to seize the supplies of his opponents and add them to that of his own army. Supplies are a big deal in this game, by the way, guys. If they'll run low when you're in enemy territory. Right, they'll deplete quite quickly. Seasons also have an effect. When it's winter, massive hit to your supplies, which is very scary because once it gets low enough, it hits your replenishment rates and all sorts. So you end up with horrible attrition and everyone starts starving to death. Not great when you're an army on the go. No. So he's a veteran. He's a veteran, which is a unique hero class, which is interesting, and his nickname is the Master of the Land. Who is he? He's opportunistic and pragmatic. Yes, I did that already. That bit anyway. Not really driven by the religious reasons that made many of his peers take up arms. Gong is instead focused on redistributing the wealth of the corrupt elite to more deserving individuals, as well as eliminating those who get in the way of him, establishing a new order that places talented individuals like himself firmly at the top. I like that. I like that a lot. He's, I guess, a communist. Playstyle. Gong. Getting there, guys, getting there. His ability to support his highly adaptable and opportunistic playstyle. So, his guerrilla camps increase the amount of supplies and battle loot he receives. And Gong does still doesn't feel right. Anyway, ability to use the Liberate stance while in enemy territories. I like the idea of liberating supplies. No, it's stealing, isn't it? It's stealing, but it's good PR. So his Liberate stance while in enemy territories allows him to seize the supplies of his opponents and add them to that of his own. This also means his armies can operate further away from his territories, which is pretty damn handy. That can be a nuisance. That can be a real nuisance. So Gong starts his campaign with access to Guardians of the Land, heavily armoured polearm-wielding former bodyguards of nobles who slew their masters in order to join the Yellow Turban's cause. It's pretty badass. He can also can gain access to virtuous noblemen, well-armoured melee cavalry equipped with formidable axes. Very cool. So his Gong begins with fellow veteran Zhang Kai. Not sure if it's Kai. I haven't come across those letters in that order before. Anyway, Zhang Kai at his side. An excellent duelist, Zhang Kai specializes in taking down enemy heroes. Cool to see. So another veteran, which again, slightly different for these guys, which is cool. Gong begins with fellow veteran Zhang Kai at his side of us. Yeah, I've read that already. It's cool. Hang on. Well, which one is it? Enemy heroes or enemy troops? Both? Says he's versatile. Who knows? Hell of a moustache. So, starting position. So, here is the sort of far left of the map. So, I think it's Jinchang here. I'm pretty sure that's where Ma Teng starts. Pretty sure that's where he starts. Chang'an is where Dong Zhuo starts. So he's near there. So most of the heroes start over here somewhere. So he's quite a way away from a lot of the action. But still, it's going to be quite dangerous because, yeah, Dong Zhuo is terrifying. He's got a heck of a lot of power early on, so you're going to be up against it. So, Gong Du's early campaign is a tense one. He immediately clashes with Ma Teng, told you, and must maneuver extra carefully in order to deal with his looming threat. Zhongle is also to the east and is far from a pushover either. From his starting position, Gong Du can either head south and hide until he is strong enough to be a force to be reckoned with, or expand aggressively to the northwest in order to establish more easily defensible position. Gong Du can also choose to tempt fate and go east to attack the capital itself, assuming the tyrant Dong Zhuo is absent, dead, or otherwise engaged. As Gong Du, it is important to see what the warlords surrounding you get up to. Most of them are stronger than you initially, so you'll need to try and anticipate their plans and act accordingly. While Gong Du's early campaign is quiet, it certainly doesn't lack opportunities, as Gong Du only starts out with one small settlement and has a bonus to movement range. It is quite possible to pack up and relocate to a more interesting place on the map. Interesting. Once a base of operations has been established, Gong Du will want to recruit additional generals and spread out his forces. Because of his special liberate stance, these can operate far away from Gong Du's main territory and strike at the moment's notice if any chances present themselves. Very cool. The selection of units available to Gong Du initially have various guerrilla-style missile units, but later on this includes resilient infantry and heavy cavalry. This is rare for Yellow Turbans, but allows Gong Du to soften up the enemy and tire them out before his heavy units move in to mop up the weakened remnants. Sounds incredibly versatile, but it sounds like it's going to be a long time before you can get this train moving, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting campaign, I think. What kind of player is Gong Du for? Gong Du is a no-nonsense, versatile warlord suitable for players who enjoy hit-and-run tactics and mobility. Gong Du's bonus to movement range and special liberate stance allow him to travel great distances and strike far outside his own territory. With many different choices for him to make at the start of the campaign, every playthrough should be a different experience. And, I mean, that is a wonderful thing, because every campaign I've played with even characters that don't boast that keep winding up differently, so it's pretty great. Pretty great to have someone very versatile here, and especially with some pretty interesting tactics, you know, with the heavy infantry and cavalry, but also the more skirmishy, awkward sort of guerrilla fighters, which I think is really cool. So he seems interesting for sure. So very much looking forward to seeing him in action. I haven't actually got around to playing him yet, I'm very sad to say, but hey, I hope you guys learned something. So that'll do for him, and next episode we'll be looking at He Yi. Gonna be looking at He Yi. I think that's how it. Wait, He Yi. I think that's it. Maybe I got it. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, guys, I'm getting a lot better. But still, definitely not the best, okay? But I'm getting there, and I'm taking it very seriously. You might have noticed from previous videos, things are improving. So, guys, I'm taking it very seriously. You can tell I won't shut up about it. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and be sure to tune in for the next one. Have a good day, guys.